I told you you only have 5 years left to secure your future? Not 10, not 20, just 5. Because by 2030, the world as you know it might be unrecognizable. Jobs gone, savings wiped out, homes lost, and people, millions of people, desperate, panicked, and hopeless. Think about that. 2030. It's closer than you think. And when it hits, most people won't know what hit them. But here's the truth. Most people won't believe it until it's too late. They'll say, the government will fix it, or that won't happen in my country, or worse, I'll figure it out later. But not you, because you're here and you still have time. Time to act, time to prepare, time to thrive while others struggle to survive. The global recession of 2030 is coming, and if you stay with me until the end of this video, I'll show you exactly how to be ready. Right now, the world is sitting on a ticking time bomb, and it's not a matter of it explodes, but I'm talking about global debt, which has ballooned to an astronomical $300 trillion. Let me put that into perspective for you. If you earned $1 every second, it would take you over 9 million years to reach 300 trillion. It's an insane amount of money. And the scariest part? It's only getting worse. Governments around the world are printing money like it's going out of style, trying to stimulate their economies and keep the whole system from collapsing. But this reckless money printing is fueling inflation, devaluing our currencies, and leading to unsustainable levels of borrowing. Think about it. Every dollar printed makes the dollars you and I have in our pockets worth a little bit less. It's like a slow, silent tax that's eating away at our savings. And as this debt bubble continues to inflate, it's only a matter of time before it bursts. When that happens, countries will default on their debts. Banks, even the ones considered too big to fail, will crumble, and millions of people will see their life savings vanish overnight. We've seen it happen before, and it will happen again. But this time, it's going to be bigger and worse than ever. So what can you do? How can you protect yourself from this impending economic earthquake? The key is to diversify. Don't keep all your eggs in one basket. We'll talk more about specific strategies later, but remember, knowledge is power. Understanding the threat of the global debt crisis is the first step to protecting yourself and your financial future. Forget the Terminator. The real threat of artificial intelligence isn't killer robots, it's mass unemployment. By 2030, experts predict that up to 375 million jobs will be lost to automation. That's right, millions of people, from truck drivers to factory workers to even lawyers and doctors, could find themselves out of work. Think your job is safe? Think again. AI is becoming increasingly sophisticated, capable of performing complex tasks that were once thought to be the exclusive domain of humans. And the craziest part? AI doesn't sleep, it doesn't get sick, and it works for free. That's a combination that's hard for even the most skilled worker to compete with. Now, I'm not saying this to scare you. I'm saying this because it's the reality we need to prepare for. The job market of 2030 will be vastly different than it is today. So what can you do? The key is to become irreplaceable. Ask yourself, what skills can I develop that will be valuable in an automated world? Focus on creativity, critical thinking, problem solving, and emotional intelligence. These are the skills that AI can't replicate. The future belongs to those who can adapt and evolve. Don't become obsolete, become indispensable. Chapter 3. The Silent Thief Robbing Your Wallet. You work hard for your money, but what if I told you that your money is silently losing value every single day? That's the insidious nature of inflation. It's a hidden tax that's slowly but surely eroding your purchasing power. Remember when a gallon of gas used to cost a couple of bucks, or when you could buy a decent meal for under $10? Those days are long gone. The cost of everything, from from groceries to housing to healthcare is skyrocketing, and the average person's salary simply isn't keeping up. The result? You're forced to work longer hours, take on second jobs, and still struggle to make ends meet. It's a recipe for financial disaster, but it gets worse. Central banks, in their desperate attempts to keep the economy afloat, are printing money at an alarming rate. And as we discussed earlier, this reckless money printing only fuels the fire of inflation. It's a vicious cycle that's pushing us closer and closer to the brink. So, how do you protect yourself from this silent thief? The answer is twofold. First, you need to invest your money in assets that outpace inflation. Think real estate, precious metals, and index funds. These assets have historically held their value, even during periods of high inflation. Second, you need to become more financially savvy. Track your spending, create a budget, and look for ways to reduce your expenses. The more you can control your finances, the less impact inflation will have on your life. Chapter 4. Climate change. Crisis or opportunity? Let's be real, climate change is no longer a distant threat. It's here, it's real, and it's impacting every aspect of our lives. We're seeing more extreme weather events, rising sea levels, and dwindling natural resources. The consequences are impossible to ignore, and they're only going to get worse. Floods and droughts are devastating crops and disrupting supply chains, leading to food shortages and skyrocketing prices. Competition for dwindling resources like water and arable land is fueling geopolitical tensions and increasing the likelihood of conflict. But amidst this crisis, there's also a glimmer of hope. Sustainability is the next big frontier, and it's creating massive opportunities for those who are paying attention. Think about it. The world is desperately searching for solutions to combat climate change, and that means investing trillions of dollars in green energy, water-saving technologies, sustainable farming practices, and more. This isn't just about saving the planet. It's about creating a more resilient and sustainable future for all of us. And for savvy investors, it represents a once-in-a-generation opportunity to profit while making a real difference. Chapter 5. Thriving in the Age of Uncertainty. We live in an increasingly unpredictable world. Geopolitical tensions are rising, trade wars are erupting, and global uncertainty is the new normal. But here's the thing about uncertainty. It creates opportunity. As the legendary investor Warren Buffett famously said, "Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful." When markets are crashing and everyone is panicking, that's often the best time to invest. Why? Because fear drives prices down, creating opportunities to buy assets at a discount. Of course, this doesn't mean blindly throwing your money at any investment that seems cheap. You need to be strategic, do your research, and focus on assets with long-term potential. Look for undervalued companies, distressed properties, and emerging markets that are poised for growth. Remember, the key to successful investing is not to avoid risk altogether, but to manage it intelligently. Diversify your portfolio, don't put all your eggs in one basket, and be prepared to hold on to your investments for the long haul. The world may be unpredictable, but that doesn't mean you can't thrive. In fact, by embracing uncertainty and making smart decisions, you can set yourself up for financial success, no matter what the future holds. Outrow, the future is now your move, so there you have it. The 2030 recession may be looming, but it doesn't have to be a time of fear and despair. By understanding the challenges ahead and taking action today, you can not only survive but thrive. Remember, knowledge is power. The more you know about the forces shaping our world, the better equipped you'll be to navigate them. So what action will you take today after watching this video? Will you bury your head in the sand and hope for the best? Or will you take control of your financial future and start building a more resilient life? The choice is yours. Don't wait for the storm to hit before you build your shelter. The future belongs to those who prepare. Like, subscribe, and share this video with someone you care about. Let's get to work. A Gap 2S. Investing in uncertain times. Now that we've explored the challenges and opportunities of the future, let's delve into a critical aspect of thriving during a recession: investing wisely. Recessions, while daunting, often present unique investment opportunities. The key is to remain vigilant and strategic. First, let's talk about market cycles. Historically, recessions have been followed by periods of economic growth. This cyclical nature means that assets, which may be undervalued during a downturn, have the potential to rebound and even thrive as the economy recovers. Keeping an eye on these cycles can help you identify when to buy low and sell high. Diversification is another crucial strategy. By spreading your investments across various asset classes, such as stocks, bonds, real estate, and commodities, you can mitigate risks. Diversification ensures that you're not overly exposed to the volatility of any single market. Remember, it's not about putting all your eggs in one basket. Risk management is equally important. Understand your risk tolerance and don't invest more than you can afford to lose. Consider working with a financial advisor to develop a strategy tailored to your goals and circumstances. They can provide insights into which sectors are likely to perform well during a recession, such as consumer staples, healthcare, and utilities. Finally, stay informed. The more you know about economic indicators, market trends, and global events, the better positioned you'll be to make informed decisions. Knowledge equips you to seize opportunities as they arise and avoid potential pitfalls. So, as you prepare for the future, remember that a well-thought-out investment strategy can be your strongest ally. Embrace the opportunities that come with uncertainty, and you'll be well on your way to financial resilience. Gap2S, like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs to hear this. Let's navigate the future together, one smart investment at a time.